Guys, please subscribe and help us get to 50,000 subscribers. Welcome to our FANS Wethu TV. It's the World Cup qualifiers. Bafana 3, Zimbabwe 1. I'm joined by the man who needs no introduction, Lindo Guhle Pep.
Shakunjan, now time Stibo.
Delibero.
Shakunjan Stibo.
Mr. Katananacho.
Shakunjan, now time Ukran.
The football technocrat. I don't know what you're saying. Intro, yeah.
That's the best intro one can get.
I'm done.
Yeah, man.
I put up from your studio, so.
Yeah, I've never really done it. I was actually explaining to the gents that it's actually very difficult to watch the game from a TV in Chiliver.
Why?
Because the TV land pola. You can't even analyze the opposition. I'm not sure whether Zimbabwe is 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3 or 4-4-2.
Yes.
You never know because the Ntwana Leo Chirewa Koril number 20.
Yes.
He joins in next to the striker City to create a double number 10. Sometimes Umsona and I can create a double number 9. I mean to say double number 10. It depends on where the ball is and where the game is. But to be honest with you, I welcome myself back.
Yes.
It's been a very difficult 2 weeks for me and my family.
Yeah.
But I just want to appreciate the football fraternity as a whole. I just want to big up to you guys. I'm a FANS Wethu TV and my colleagues for the last video that you guys did.
Yeah.
I felt that was incredible. But Tibo, just to speak about the South African Hugo Bros. Credit to Hugo Bros. Credit to him and his technical team. The first half was intense. Very intense, very emotional game. Gash good some neighbors. And also it does say that we've got a lot of Zimbabweans in the country. I think the numbers at the stadium were incredible. I think Balambili Pola Bloom, to be honest with you, but just we tell us so normally Mazlala in squad is 4-2-3-1 anyway. That's our base of our system.
Okay.
But the structure sets a change in and out of position. Normally, he played more as I think Mangapegani hip map Stibo. He probably was the furthest player on the pitch. It was the first line of his defense.
As a 9?
Yeah, as a 9. He was playing almost closer to Reynas.
Okay.
Not too far from Reynas. I felt that Reynas also had an incredible game. I think he pressed. I think I like he's got a pick-out.
Yes.
He's got a pick-out and he's pain resistance.
Plays for the badge.
Yeah, plays for the badge. Pain resistance. It's one of the players that I was very impressed with today. You look at the last line of our defense here to that back 5 Karonza with the very same, I think they kept the very same lineup back for with the previous game in Nigeria.
Yes.
With Ungezane. Was unsure with the game in Nigeria, but looking at them today, less mistakes. I think the only mistake I created a goal in the first minute of the game.
Yeah.
Where the ball comes from a throw in. Umvala, we are swiper. Utuambu ateki ball Obraga Mkaveli as a left back. Noya Ukavile, but ufocus kulesa striker utebza ulate akaboni run behind le Antoine Uchire uthatha ball ya penetrating ngena corner la umvala avacate zone lesa space. But to be honest with you, I think it was an incredible first half. Incredible gig and press. I like it counter pressing it. I think that's one of the reasons why Reynas was playing.
Yeah.
I think he's got the legs. Jawang Shili's pain resistance. I think we understand that role as well.
Yeah.
Understands that he's the first defender. Incredible press, composure. Was telling a man's boxing. Tatala to big in Samba to celebrate.
Yeah.
Looking at our police. I like the fact. Yabona is the importance of his development and knowing how to play with both feet. I like players that play with both feet. He can go in, he can go out. Look at the second goal. He went in. I realized good. The in is not working. Went out. I understand.
For someone left.
Yeah. Mukwana, last previous game, given an opportunity, why he creates opportunities is very dangerous in the assist zone. But today, first half off. I think that's why the coach made that substitution, Gamrena, which was a substitution that won us the game.
Yes.
You move into Umvala. Excellent game from Umvala today. Ngezane, a very clean and quiet game. Even though I feel like we need more of a ball player in that position. But I understand as well the profile of those two centre backs, that when you're playing against the Nigeria, you're playing against a tall person. We needed to win our jewels. We needed to win our first ball and second balls. Abomvala and Abongezane, they are normally bullies. Yes, they might not be as comfortable as Abokekane and all those centre backs that we have. But what they have is that they are warriors at the back. I think Hugo, that's what he was looking for. Look at Umvala. I think the boy has paid his dues. I think the boy deserves the move now.
Wait.
I'm not going to sell Mamelodi. I'm not here to sell Mamelodi Sundowns players, but I think the boy I think the boy I think the boy deserves to go to Europe. As to where, I don't know, maybe the 5 best leagues. He mustn't go to Belgium though, because in Belgium we've got the privilege of playing a Club World Cup in the CAF.
Sure.
Can, when he move, go to France, go to Italy, Germany, all those teams. You look at Oprah Starless.
I know.
The only left back too many sloppy passes, but I think tactical from Oprah.
Which ones?
Or
you can't recall?
No, I can. You know what? Sometimes Oprah has this thing, but I understand that this is how Sundowns plays, where most of the time, to get wide. Every time Modlala wide, Tibo, you're an exit player. So where he plays, go squad, he plays go channel, he doesn't come inside. So he's got a different responsibility than Leana, go Sundowns, where he has to invent. Go squad, so he occupies that wider channel. So Magayenza Ganjali always brings Amapola in. Remember, it must come in and out, in and out. Every time I out, Melibuye in. So those diagonal passes that are coming inside in midfield, some of them were sloppy. But I just want to touch on Utebza, the importance of Utebza. No, yaya. I think no.
Let this man sip on his tea.
But it's Pepelo yaya.
Tole.
Sithole. Intwana edlala second division eTolanda. Edlala second division
Portugal.
Portugal, yeah. Okay. But the boy was developed with KZN Academy. So many people. How many players have been developed by that academy? Incredible work that those coaches have done, that club has done, that academy. Incredible. Yeah. It comes from the Mfana Seulundi Eti. Yaya Tore, Mfana Polisai. Mina Stibo Mankule Kas. Babiza their position in water carrier. You are a water carrier. You understand that you free players afana na Mshisha, afana na Reinas and all those players. But in more than positions, you must have a mentality of a breadwinner.
How?
You must have a mentality of a helper. How? Yeah, melus kabangeles, melus bege second. You cannot come first. You understand? That's why I was Vincent Alpos, Tibati. For you, if you are watching Busquets, ila ubona koni game. But if we beg a game, I'm born Busquets. If we are born, that's the thing. If you're watching the whole game and you see who's tall, that means he's doing something wrong, because that means his game is not quiet. You understand? There's too many mistakes. Understand? But if his game was quiet, but he's so influential, but more big as Tibo, that's where you actually see the whole game. He's the one who breaks our lines. He determines everything, how we play. That's why I'm showing it water carrier. He frees Shishi. He always attracts the pressure. Look at he plays more of a box-to-box midfielder. Yes. But I like that combination up. Incredible. I think one of the credits that I can give Hugo Pros is the fact that he's made in South Africa. We no longer fear anyone. Basically, must move as a squad. Yeah. We used to play like a team of Nigeria, every coast, and we used to fear playing against those teams. We don't anymore. I think what Hugo Cross has done is to create a team. We have a team, but credit to Lentona Zimbabwe, number 20. I think he plays for you Wolves. He's an incredible footballer.
Sure.
You look at a player like Kumunete. I think it drove Zimbabwe in the first half. Incredible effort.
His importance long ustole.
You know, players like Baba Biza are a progressive midfield. I think I've spoken about talent, but I think Utebza is the first a player in the country that mastered that position, but also it's based on a coaching. This is a thing on Astibo. I think this is a thing about Hugo. Hugo likes a player coachable. This is a credit to South African players. Credit to the players that are selected. Yeah. They are coachable players. You look at Oprah, for example. Magadala Mamole Sundowns, he plays in the wider channel, but when he plays for his squad, but when he plays for Mamole, he's coachable. He plays under instruction. You look at players like Abomdabo, they play under instruction. You look at Utebza, you must realize, njoba ngisho ngithi if uriding is a water carrier, we umuntu ogada imali yethu lapha esikupini. I understand the
yeah.
And then Utebza plays more of an advanced role, meaning that you are progressor. Every time your responsibility if Ustole is to control the game and make sure good tempo a game and team in stability. Utebza mission is always to find the free man. Who is the free man? Umshishi. That's why Umshishi plays different when he plays a squad team, because he plays a free role. Sundowns he plays more as an 8. So he has a responsibility without the ball. So a squad team, guna leya double 2. Leya 2 is nigga ne rest defense. So guna leya 2 gangezana no riding, na leya 2 leya. Then ba attacker is high. That's why must attackers hamba 6. Sparta 6 ama full back na leya 4. If unga check njoba ngicala ngithi unga check hit map, uReinas nomshishi bebahlezi bara. Then ilama wing ayi2 mkwana no riding. And then una leya 2 leya. Mara una leya 2 obviously ama full back ekhuphukile as well. Understand? So Utebza is very important ku rest defense. Ushaya a role that is so important because with the ball we are join. I add a 7 if we need an extra play. If ba blockile ba get 2 blocks of 4. We are joiner abe the 7th play. You understand?
Yeah.
If immediately he's got the brain and intelligence to understand that if this pass doesn't happen, we might lose the ball. Abe in the right places for ukuthi sikwazi ukudila nama counter attack. So that 4. So if we check, how do we overload the center? Normally, we always need an extra play. If you want to overload the center, it's either also hybrid a center back or you'll bring in a full back, right, Steve?
Yes.
But in this instance, Tina, we leave 2. That's the importance of playing with 2 flat midfielders. Because when you play with 2 flat, those 2 they can go as high as possible because you already have 4 v3. So ufuna ukera inamba if ungacheck uRenas nomshishi bebadlala so uRenas nomshishi mabadlala kanje maka drop umshishi no lentuza yeze number 10 siliva leya siliyekela ama center back abe free. It's always a 4v3 situation.
Sure.
Maba push uchirenda nalentwana beyidlala ngayo bathi baya kusithole uri kumkwena baya commita.
Yeah.
Oyi-1 between uRenas nomshishi ba free. Immediately mabalithola ucheck sidlala wide bese siya boxing sa join.
Simple.
Yeah, but simple. Always let's overload this. It's incredible. It's incredible for me. For me in a very long time, Steve. The importance of Tapelo Mrena as well. I think with Hugo, what he was looking for, just to see Val, what he was looking for is that he realized that in Zimbabwe is the space. The space is between a center back and a full back. Yeah, basically second half. Why? Because Zimbabwe was under pressure, more especially after Umrena punished La Chance. He knew that the space is going to be there. Even Nano Magata be 1-1. Hugo Process is a very smart coach, to be honest with you. That's one credit.
That's smart.
You know what? There's coaches. Yeah, there's coaches I'm a tactician, and then there's coaches that are masters of reading the game. Mkumbuzo Jose Mourinho when he was still at Chelsea. He's one of them. What prime cause one of the masters. He reads the game so well. He reads the game so well. I think most of the instructions about Kai second half. I think he changed. I'm not sure. I'm not the coach of his squad, but I think he changed the game plan in the second half. I cried for a lot of players that are not in the squad, but I think the reason why some of the players are selected in the squad is because they are coachable.
Man of the match, Pep.
To be honest with you,
maybe master class of the squad.
Master class, Joe. Iwota Kyria yethu bafethu. Iwota Kyria yethu had a good game.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, in my opinion, one of the player that I don't want to say shocked because I watch a lot of the PSL, but I didn't think is that. But I have a different perspective now. He played really well. Yeah, he played really well. He's got 15 goals. He's got the right pain resistance. He's a first defender. I like the aggression. I like the attitude of this boy that just came on also Mfukeng. The first action I is a coach Amfaga. He smiles, get onto the pitch, but throwing back, he presses like that. And the press is also, you don't just press, the press has to be aggressive. That's what I like about Urenas. The attitude without the ball. So for me, I think Coach Rulani would love a player like that. A player that you don't have to tell him to press.
Yeah.
He loves the press. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Ngiyabonga.
Thank you, Jam.
Thank you.